Welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. And we have got ourselves another tournament battle from the Total War League Season 8. This matchup is the E-Tiers versus the Rawdoggers. We've seen the Rawdoggers already once in this tournament. Now we've got them back. Now starting off everything, we'll start off with the Rawdoggers. On attack, we have got Epirus being commanded by Andrew O2, and we have Colchis being commanded by Nungle. For the defenders, we have the E-Tiers on defense here. We have got Eravaki being commanded by DJ, and Parthia being commanded by Keferd. So, a 2v2 matchup here. This is game one between these two teams. Now, looking at the tier list, you'll see what each of these factions is worth, and what I mean by that. That means that, as you can see on the page, there are some factions that have a plus number, and some factions have a minus number. So what that means is, so let's look at the attackers specifically here. We've got Epirus, which is a +1, and we have Colchis, which is a +1. Now, if they win, winning on attack is worth 3 points. But if they win on attack and have used these two factions, that's an extra 2 points, giving them a 5-point bump for a win here. Now, if the defenders win, so the defense is worth 2 points for a win, Eravaki is worth 0, and Parthia is worth 0. So what that means is that if they win, they will just get a flat 2 points for their victory. So if anybody had gone with a minus faction, so like Seleucid Seleucid or something, then if they had win, they would lose a point off of their victory total. If that makes sense. I hope I explained that better. I got it a little wonky in the last video I made, but I think I've got it down this time. Just rules I'm not used to yet. Still kind of getting used to them. As you can see, we do have a sally out from the defenders. We have Eravaki with, we've got one guerrilla warrior and a couple Scutari with some Balearic slingers coming out. So that's going to give them a field fight here, okay? What that means is, what that means is that their Balearic slingers are going to be able to take a fight with the Cretan archers. While in a settlement, those Balearic slingers have a lot harder time finding angles and stuff like that. By the way, the map we are on is Alexandria Aracosia, but it is the small kind, like small version. The big version typically has a whole big thing over here with a lot more to it. So they have broken down one wall. We have some Iberian spearmen that have come out the gate. Bonus versus large, 30 on those good old spear boys there. We also have Parthian cavalry out on the left side. So what do we have? We have camel cataphracts, and noble horse archers. Are they allowed to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they're allowed to do that. And I think a penalty like that is a -1, because I'm pretty sure that the Noble Horse Archer General counts. Hold on, now I gotta pull up the rules. I'm pretty sure that Noble Horse Cav counts. It does in almost every, rule set I've ever seen. So I'd be kind of surprised that doesn't count here. Before I even get to the rules, somebody in the comment section is going to tell me, whether I'm right or wrong. Yeah, 4 missile units: slingers, archers, archer, cav. So yeah, they should have. I think they take a -1 for that, because they brought 4 Parthian foot archers and a noble horse general. We have artillery firing, by the way. Greek giant ballista from Colchis. Not sure what he's shooting at. I thought I heard something back this way. Maybe he's shooting down the line? Epirus seems to just want to give ground. We also have, what are the Eastern Archers? Yep, all Eastern Archers. Oh! No, the artillery's shooting the Aravaki Sally out. Ha! That's why I heard it. I was confused. I thought it was like, man, I hear that of like a rock hitting, but where's it hitting? I think this is a relatively good call bringing this artillery here. The thing about the artillery is it gives you reach, right? You can reach out and touch somebody with this thing, right? That means that the defenders have a lot harder time supporting their back lines because they can't just have a bunch of stuff stacked up ready to move in. They have to kind of spread stuff out and keep it from clumping up. Otherwise, they hurt themselves pretty bad. It doesn't look like Aravaki is aware that he's getting shot, or he just doesn't care. On the inside, we have more Parthian swords moving forward. They've been facing some Italian swordsmen. 60 kills, 72 kills for the Italian swords. We have Illyrian levies getting some jabbies off the flank here. Nothing on this side yet. Well, the Iberian spears are fighting. What do we got? The Hillmen. So we got a Parthian spear and the Aravaki spear. Colchis condensing his formation. He's bringing all this stuff back this direction. And honestly, that's probably what the defenders were going for, is basically they want to try and condense the attackers to basically attacking one position. That means that they don't have to guard this side as hard. That's what something like the Cav Sally out like this can do, is it can force your enemy to shorten his attack. On the right side, it's kind of doing the same thing too. It's keeping, Epirus from being able to flank. Whoops. Typically, you'd be trying to get archers onto this flank to shoot into the defense, right? The attackers can't do that. Aravaki is preventing that. His Balearic slingers, they're starting to shoot. Looks like they're focusing down the eastern archers. They do have less armor, so they could do a lot of damage there. Got 2 Parthian swordsmen in. 89 kills and 67 kills. This is also a really, really good archer angle. Look at that. This is actually really nice right here because the attackers, they can't counter off that defense from this direction. There's the slums right here. You can't come over here and shoot at these guys, right? So, once again, it means it's a heads-up fight for the attackers, while at the exact same time, the defenders are also getting fantastic side shots and back shots. The Eastern archers aren't even, dealing with the slingers. They're shooting over in this way. I think they're trying to fight the Parthian foot archers? No, what are they shooting at? Oh, they're shooting the Parthian swordsmen, which are pretty susceptible to arrow fire. So, we also have Balearic slingers on the wall. 234 kills! Holy shnikes! I wonder if they were shooting into this. Yeah, they must have been. 252 kills with a chevron. Now, typically at 200 kills, I would be wanting to see at least one chevron, or, one chevron for 100 kills. So for 250, at least 2 chevrons would be best. That means that some of those kills were not, super high-quality kills. Italian swords coming in. They're going to start getting in on the Parthian swordsmen. The defenders are kind of giving up the tower. I don't think that's a great idea, just given the tower's range. That tower's range comes all the way to here. That's pretty beefy. That means that within this area, you're just getting shot if you give this up to the defender, or to the attackers, excuse me. We have a Hillman coming out with the Aravaki Sally out. Eastern archers had to shift off to the side, I think, to alleviate the pressure from the Balearics. The Parthian cavalry just continuing to be a nuisance. Noble horse archers, camel cataphracts. If they wanted to, they could bust through a lot of this stuff pretty easy. Cartly Axemen, if they don't notice, if they do, they can shield wall. That would alleviate some of that. Colchian Nobles are a bit tankier. They'd be a little bit harder to get through. Artillery is shooting all the way back here, but it's not really the greatest shot, right? You have this kind of angle where this building sets up. You know, they're all hiding in the shadows of the building. The artillery is probably not going to find very good hits here. Wow, Samnite Warriors going down with only 84 kills. That's very painful. I'm curious as to if we might see a bit more pressure here. Probably not, due to the cavalry moving up. Aravaki is not an anti-cavalry, not an anti-cavalry faction. Even if they get their javelins off, if they get charged, they're very, very, very low mass units. So Aravaki will get smothered by cavalry if they're not careful. Great shots coming in from the attackers. Look at that. We'll never make it. We're not gonna take it. Another Parthian sword up in the front lines here. We also have some Scutari set up. On the left-hand side, the Samnite's still up, but we have some reinforcements, Cartly Axemen and Hillmen moving in. And as you can see, they continue to shorten their kind of defensive line around the outside of the city. Got a Scorpion over here that might not ever see any combat. It looks like he's able to lob this up over these houses right here. Kind of. It says he's firing, and he has 3 kills. Balearics, 278. Now they're shooting into the Cretan archers. I almost wonder if you're Aravaki out here, if you don't maybe extend out to this side a little bit more, so then you can clear that angle into those archers again. Then on the other side, I think Parthia, I think we start putting some pressure here. You know, you don't have to go in, but you could definitely put both your camels here to pressure the 2 cavalry of the attackers. Noble Blood Cav and Noble Blood Cav by itself, 2 of them, are not going to be camel cataphracts in a fight. So, just saying. But as you can see, they are biding their time. That's okay. Like I said, I do think that there is an opportunity where you could at least pressure a little bit, you know what I mean? Keep the keep the attackers, you know, paying attention to you. But I think they're being smart. They're taking their time. They're being a nuisance. Noble Blood Cav. All right, okay. I thought it was going to try and come engage. All the... Yeah, but they're not. They're just the right call. I don't think this is a good idea. Noble Horse Archers are really, honestly, not bad in combat. And you've got the Camel Cataphract here behind. Yeah, this is a bad engagement by the attackers. They should not have gone into this. Ooh. 14-15. The General Noble Blood Cav took that a little bit better. Balearics, 90 kills, 10 kills. 137 on Parthian Foot Archers, 166, 244. Orale. Good jabbies here from the Iberian Spears. Straight into the flank of the attackers. Kill the filthy bastards! I love the feathers on the helmet. Oh, here comes Kolkus. Bounce power is shifting. Cav is pretty much kaput. Yeah, Noble Blood Cav is gone, 5 kills. The other Noble Blood Cav, 16 kills, but he is almost gone. He's probably going to charge in. Well, maybe not. He's moving away from it now. He's exhausted. And maybe a bit more pressure, you know? Just keep toying with them. Shooting straight at the Cartly Axeman. It's a general right there that really doesn't like projectiles, but Cretan 72 kills and 12 kills. Eastern Archer 70, 95, and 141. Helps when you're going up against a faction like Aravaki. Iberian Spear 65 kills. Sam Knight's 51. Still, so much archer fire coming in. 241, 36, 172. Oh my gosh, it's so... Oh, and here's the Royal Peltas. Remember what I said about not liking javelins? Here they go. Setting up kind of on the flank here. Getting his shields back towards the archers, but still, man, that's going to be rough. They are out of ammo, 297 kills. There's that pressure. Just sneaking up. Move your Balearics up, too. He took one of the Balearics back. Looks like the 2 that he has in the settlement are both out of ammo. No, these ones are still going. They still going. Bounce power is definitely in the defender's favor at this point. Now, the Royal Peltas actually kind of snuck around. He moved around the unit here. Skutari just getting beat up by archer fire. Skutari actually really solid in combat, but if they get shot, just like Lusitani, they don't like it. But here comes the cavalry, Parthia. And these guys are not ready for it. There's just nothing out here to do anything for it, you know? Got the Royal Peltas taking on the Skutari. But at the same time, you got Camel Cataphracts ping-ponging through everything. Clean up all the archers now. That's it. That's GG. I mean, I hate to say it's been GG for a couple minutes now, but there's your army losses kicking in. What do you got left? I'm not even sure what's left standing. Oh, here, Kolkian Nobles. But once that Kolkian Noble goes down, it's GG. They got 2 of them? Yep, they do, 2. That archer fire is terrible. That was a vicious, vicious defense. Basically, as soon as they got filtered down to this one spot, man, it becomes tough after that. Where'd they move their Scorpion to? Oh, here it is. And he never really got more use out of it either. All right, so that's a GG. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so for the E tiers, we have DJ commanding Aravaki, 1,456 kills. but he's so healthy, has so much, potential left in these units. Honestly, like a quarter of his kills come out of his slingers. Kefford as Parthia really carrying the main side of the defense here with his armor. Parthian swords don't have a ton of armor, but they have more armor than the Scutari do. So, and then obviously his Camel's Cataphracts coming in clutch. But look at the 350 on the general. Look at that. All right, for the attackers, we have Nungle as Skolkus, and Andrew as Epirus. Just a tough time. Like I said, once they got filtered into that one corner, it was going to be a tough road from there. So, but you move on. You kind of take your licks and you move on to the next fight and hope you get your points back. So if I remember correctly, the E tiers, I think only get one. Pretty sure they only got 1 point out of this because both their factions were 0-point factions and defensive win is worth 2. But then they brought an archer cav, an extra ranged unit, which I'm pretty sure is a 1-point penalty, leaving them at a 1-point gain from this fight. But that is going to be it for this battle. We will see you guys for the next matchup between the E tiers and the Rawdoggers. That is it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later.